Let's talk about that warning that we have right now. We can see it behind you.
Yeah, radar tells the tale, Thomas. Deep breath as we get ready for some strong thunderstorms that are moving through the area right now on our doorstep in Philadelphia. I don't know if you noticed that picture of media moments ago. The rain is there, and it will show you what's going on with that. We'll show you with lightning. We've got 200 lightning strikes. It's just incredible with this lightning. Now we'll take the lightning away and show you the dark colors of orange and red, which indicate heavy downpours starting to move into Newcastle County, Delaware. Again, on the doorstep of Philadelphia in Delco right now, and to our north in Bucks County. As we zoom in even closer, we can see that around Marple, it expires at 5 at the border between Pennsylvania and New Jersey, expires at 8 in South Jersey and in southern Delaware. So indications are that by 8 o'clock, this should all be out of here. We're waiting for the rain. It's moments away here in Old City. It is 74 degrees. Got to show you Bus Stop Buddy with the best advice, which is bring an umbrella on junk food day today. So showers and thunderstorms, heavy rain is possible, high winds with these storms, very strong wind gusts, and a potential for a tornado, although we haven't seen any warnings indicating that so far. So we'll keep up with all of that. Jackie's watching the roads this morning. What you got?
Oh, yeah, Sue. Well, so far they're dry right now, but you said that rain's coming in. However, we do have an incident to tell you guys about this morning. Chopper Cam actually just got this before 9 p.m. last night. A serious crash involving multiple vehicles on Route 70 at Lakehurst Road in Pemberton Township. In effect, all lanes were closed and currently remain closed this morning in both directions for further investigation. You can exit at Lakehurst Road or take Spring Lake Boulevard to get around that closure there. Watch for fire department activity on I-95 northbound between the Vine and Girard Avenue, blocking one lane there, and moving road work on the Schuylkill causing a lane restriction as well. This is eastbound between the Blue Route and City Avenue. That should clear out around 5 a.m. Hopefully they don't get washed out, right, Thomas?
Certainly this could all change with that system moving through. Jackie, we appreciate it.
Pulling your ways so you can wake up.
Time to wake up. It is 4:15 on this Friday. Once again, great to have you with us. You know what we have to talk about at this very moment, that forecast, because, yeah, the storms are moving in soon.
They sure are, and you can see them right on our doorstep here in Philadelphia. A line of pretty decent thunderstorms with heavy downpours and a whole lot of lightning. As we look at this as our indication of lightning strikes, every time we get a little revolution here, it's about 200 lightning strikes. And if you look out the window, you'll probably see it. You probably hear the thunder. We see some very heavy rain down here in northeastern Maryland, Newcastle County, Delaware, right around Riverside and Claymont. We see a very heavy downpour right there, and then you move all the way up I-95 and you see around Marion in Montgomery County, we've got some pretty heavy rain there. Up in Flourtown, Abington, and Warrington as well. Anywhere you see the darker red, that's where heavy downpours are moving through as we speak. So this line of thunderstorms is moving from northwest to southeast. We expect it to be in Trenton by 4:38. By 5:11, we're in Millville, Toms River by 5:30 this morning. So they're racing through pretty quickly, maybe weakening just a bit as they go. Severe thunderstorm watch for the entire area should be lifted in Philadelphia by 5 a.m., but continuing until 8 o'clock through the rest of southern New Jersey and through through Delaware. Now, we don't have any rain yet, but I mean it. We are moments away. We're starting to see that get a little windy here in Old City. It is 74 degrees. Sunrise time is 5:50 this morning. Eventually, we'll see some sunshine, but we've got storms in the suburbs right now. Between now and 8 o'clock, South Jersey and Delaware get these potentially severe storms. The heavy downpours really the main danger, and some wind as well. Scattered storms also expected to pop up later on this afternoon. So your Friday planner is for a high of 85 degrees in Philadelphia, 80 down the shore, and 74 in the Pocono Mountains, 86 tomorrow and 88 on Sunday. A beautiful weekend is ahead, and we continue with the upper 80s on Monday and Tuesday of next week, hitting 90 by Wednesday and Thursday. This could be the beginning of our second heat wave of the season. So just hang in there, Thomas. Once these storms are out of here, we've got a beautiful weekend ahead.
We'll have to get through this Friday. Sue, thank you. 4:17. I'm Thomas along with Jackie. We'll get a check on the roads now that the rain is coming down. Sue, You said it, and here we go.
Yeah, last time, about 15 minutes ago, was on our doorstep. It is here, the rain in Old City, and you can see that it's pretty heavy, and the wind is picking up as well. It's 69 degrees with a northerly wind at 12 miles an hour sustained. Still a lot of lightning, a little less than we saw last time we looked, but it's still out there, and we're seeing some really heavy downpours and undoubtedly some flash flooding. You can see the central part of Newcastle County, Delaware, all the way up through Delco, and now we're moving into Gloucester County and eventually, of course, all the other counties in New Jersey as we move from west to east. So you see heavy rains around Logan, around Chester, Delco. Here in Philadelphia, the heavy rain we just looked at outside our door, Cheltenham getting some heavy rain, as well as Little Italy up there in Bucks County. So lots of places showing up, and you can see even heavier rain as we move into northeastern Maryland, the upper Chesapeake Bay. Millville gets this at 5:11, Lakewood at 5:28, 5:34 in Toms River, and pretty close to when the really heavy rain arrives for you if you're watching from Trenton, New Jersey right now. A few local storm reports. We had a report of a tree coming down on a house in Upper Euclid Township in Chester County, and some other trees down as well. This severe thunderstorm watch continues until 8 o'clock for southern New Jersey and Delaware, until 5 o'clock for the Philadelphia area and points north and west. We'll have much more to tell you next time. But Jackie, we've been watching with your traffic cameras, lots of lightning showing up on the cameras this morning.
I know, it's crazy, Sue. And you're not, I mean, I can already hear the rain outside of our station, so you're right on cue with everything. Well, let me tell you guys, though, about this serious crash involving multiple injuries on Route 70. This happened overnight. Our chopper video had caught this. This is in Pemberton Township. It had all lanes closed in both directions at Lakehurst Road throughout the night for further investigation. That had just cleared, and all lanes are now back open right before the morning rain and rush hour rolls in. Watch for a crash on I-95 northbound between Street Road and Route 413, blocking a lane there. And as Sue said, rain is in our area. I-95 in Delaware County near Naaman's Road to the Commuter Bridge exit is already experiencing wet roadways and lightning. We saw this a little bit earlier in this camera here. So please drive safe and avoid any frequently flooded areas. Right, Thomas?
4:48, we're going to start off with a look at our neighborhood here in Old City, where you can see the ground is wet and it's been raining. We want to go to our roving camera. Our photographer, Jared Vole, is in Wilmington, Delaware. Windshield wipers are going and the rain is falling pretty heavily. We've been seeing on radar indications of heavy downpours, and probably you've been seeing some lightning as well as you travel around. Let's see what we've got on radar as we speak at the moment. We'll start off with the temperature, 69 degrees in Philadelphia right now, and winds are out of the north at 12 miles an hour. You see this just wall of lightning moving from northwest to southeast, now entering New Jersey and going further south into Delaware. And anywhere you see that dark red, like right in here around Odessa, Delaware, which is in Newcastle County, you're seeing very heavy downpours there. The heaviest of the downpours are starting to move out of Philadelphia and into New Jersey, right across the river. And we have Alloway Township about to get that heavy downpour. You're getting it in Piles Grove right now in Woolwich Township. Some heavy rain is starting to ease up a little bit. You're about to get that heavy rain in Cherry Hill and probably in Haddonfield as well. And as we look ahead to this line of storms and where that line is headed, Millville, New Jersey by 5:18, Manchester by 5:27, Toms River by 5:40, Atlantic City, expect to hear that thunder and see that lightning around 6 o'clock this morning. A new damage report is in from West Point Pike and Morris Road. This is in Montgomery County, and it's around North Wales with some trees down there. So high winds and heavy rain along with these storms. Severe thunderstorm watch continues till 8 o'clock to the east and south of us. Will be expiring, I think, at 5 o'clock for the Philadelphia area and north and west. And we got to check in with Bus Stop Buddy. Don't forget your umbrella, because you may need it again this afternoon. This morning, some road flooding, some strong wind gusts. There's potential for a tornado, but we haven't seen those warnings pop up yet. Here's the thing. You could get more later on this afternoon. We see more pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible a little later on in the day. Forecast has a beautiful weekend in store. So, Thomas, really, all we have to do is get through this mess, and we've got some dry weather, a nice stretch of it, not only through the weekend, but through the middle of next week.
Also ahead this morning, we are tracking severe storms moving right in. You can see ultimate Doppler radar right there. Heavy downpours, flash flooding, and high winds. Sue has the latest on the timing of this latest system when it's moving out in another possible round this afternoon. I'm Thomas along with Dancing Jackie. We'll get a check on the roads coming up in just a bit because, yes, the conditions out there will certainly change our morning commute, Sue.
Yeah, the good news is the storms are moving through pretty quickly, so the heaviest of the rain won't last too long. So if you can hold off your trip for a little while, we'll show you where the rain is heading. It is still rainy here in Old City, but the worst of the downpours have passed. 68 degrees, sunrise time 5:50. That's the other good thing, is that we are seeing daylight, and you'll be able to tell if you encounter a flooded roadway. And of course, remember, if you do, turn around, don't drown. This is the line of thunderstorms. It seems like the strongest of the storms are moving through Newcastle County, Delaware right now. That's where we see a lot of the heaviest of the rainfall, although we did have heavy downpours in Philadelphia. So we go across the river to Alloway and Piles Grove, where we're still seeing some heavy rain there. Cherry Hill, New Jersey, you've got the heavy rain as well. So as we zoom back out and we see that really heavy stuff heading into more of Salem County. Winslow, you'll get the storms at about 5:14. Dover, Delaware at 5:26, Egg Harbor, New Jersey at 5:53, Atlantic City just after 6 o'clock, and Cape May about 6:15. So you can see how rapidly these storms are moving just by that prediction. We've got branches down all over the place. Now, the severe thunderstorm watch has been lifted for the Philadelphia area, north and west, still in effect until 8 o'clock for all of Delaware and all of southern New Jersey, with the potential for strong to severe storms with high winds and heavy rain. 6 out of 10 because of that. Bus Stop Buddy says don't forget the umbrella, and the muggy conditions will continue, and we have the possibility, keep an eye to the sky if you're going to try to take the dog for a long walk, because noon, 1 o'clock, we could be seeing more thunderstorms fire up. We'll explain all of that and give you the rest of the forecast, including the 7-day, coming up next time. Jackie, what you got on the roads?
Oh no, Sue, don't tell me that. My dog's not going to want to go for a walk now. He doesn't like the rain. But you're right, Delaware County is experiencing wet roads and heavy rains this morning. This camera showing Route 1 at Creek Road in Chadsford has puddles at that intersection. Just a bit further south, actually, on Route 1 from here between Route 82 and PennDOT Stockpile Road in Kennett Square. A down tree is causing a roadblock there. You're going to see more storm damage during your drive as the morning continues. Again, the roads are slick, you guys. It's a mess out there. We are already seeing a multi-vehicle crash on I-95 northbound just before the Girard Avenue exit. Police have arrived at the scene there, causing a lane restriction. Route 42 at 295 in Belmar, New Jersey is experiencing wet roads as well. If you're traveling south on 295, watch. There is an accident near Route 45 at the West Effort Township exit. That is blocking 2 left lanes there. Oh, Thomas, I'm telling you, this commute already.
It's coming down. You got to find that dry window to walk the dog. I'm surprised you don't have like a little rain jacket for him.
Oh my gosh, he's a big, are you kidding me? He's too spoiled. I gotta get a rain jacket now for him.
You seem like the type of person that might have one. Jackie, thank you.
And we'll see things better in about a half an hour when we have our official sunrise time. But in the meantime, what we see on Ultimate Doppler is a lot of lightning as we see these thunderstorms. The most intense seems to be in Newcastle County in Delaware and in southern New Jersey, where some of those heavy downpours are. We take away the lightning and you can see some dark red here moving from Salem County into Cumberland County. We'll zoom in a little bit closer and show you where we see some of that heavy downpour, upper Deerfield downpour activity, I should say. And then a little further north around Clementon, New Jersey, heavy downpour there. The best thing about that is they tend to move through pretty quickly and dissipate pretty quickly, but all around Burlington County, from Trenton up in Mercer County, we're seeing some rain that's pretty steady. So the heaviest of the rain, again, seems to be to our south. It looks like this storm will be moving into Dover by about 5:30, for the Morris River about 5:40, Egg Harbor 6:01, Atlantic City around 6:15, and Cape May a few minutes after that. So if you're down the Jersey Shore on vacation this week, you'll probably get some of that thunderstorm activity this morning. We could see more pop up later on in the day. 68 degrees right now. This is our official sunrise time, 5:50, so we'll be able to see a little bit better. Severe thunderstorm watch has been lifted for the Philadelphia area. It's now South Jersey and Delaware until 8 o'clock this morning. So here's what our planner shows, that maybe around lunchtime we see a few more storms popping up again. We still have a lot of instability in the atmosphere with this cold front coming through. So between, I would say, noon and 3 p.m., keep an eye to the sky. Temperatures stay in the 80s today, probably topping off at about 85, close to 80 at the shore and 75 in the Pocono Mountains. So the possibility of thunderstorms popping up again will be with us even after this round continues to move offshore. 86 degrees tomorrow and 88 on Sunday. The great weekend that we've been advertising will be with us through the weekend. Great weather with lower humidity. I think we'll bring the humidity back starting on Monday and continuing through the middle of next week. And we could be starting a heat wave on Wednesday and Thursday of next week as well. In fact, the 10-day trend, Thomas, shows spike in temperatures right at the time of the end of the month.
So very nice to have you with us on this Friday morning. I tell you, we're not celebrating all that rain that's coming down. We're going to check on the roads coming up in just a bit on this Friday morning. Good to see you, Jackie. But first, Sue, got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, still a line of thunderstorms moving through the area. And even if this line of lightning has passed where you live, let's say you live in Chester County, we're still seeing steady rain. Even here in Old City, it's still raining pretty steadily. But the heaviest downpours are down to our south, south of Philadelphia, that is, moving now into Cumberland County, New Jersey, and into Kent County in Delaware. So we zoom in on this very dark red area. It's Upper Deerfield, and they're getting the heavy rain in Smyrna, Delaware right now along Route 13 down there in Newcastle County, and some Evesham, New Jersey, also getting some heavy rain at times. So again, all of that is moving from the northwest to the southeast. Should be in Lewis, Delaware by 6:40. We'll move up to Atlantic City at 6:19, Dover, Delaware by 5:36. So you see that everything is moving according to plan. Maybe not as quickly as earlier, but the storms have been moving quickly. So we haven't been getting too many reports, thank goodness, of flooding on roadways, even though the rain can be heavy at times. It's 68 degrees in the city. Severe thunderstorm watch continuing until 8 o'clock this morning. And Bus Stop Buddy says have that umbrella because more showers and thunderstorms could fire up in the early afternoon hours. Indications maybe between lunchtime and 3 p.m. We might see a few pop-ups around the area, not as widespread necessarily as what we're seeing now. High temperature of 85 degrees with pop-up storms, but wait till you see the weekend forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Let's check in with Jackie Jewell in for Bob Kelly today. You've got a lot to look at on those traffic cameras, don't you?
Yeah, so clearly, I mean, rainfall is not our driver's friend this morning, and there's already an accident. This is on the Schuylkill eastbound between the Blue Route and Conshohocken Curve. Now, only the far right lane is able to get by there. Delays are actually starting to build back to Gulf Mills as emergency crews work that scene. So, you guys, you're already going to expect delays for the morning commute. Now, this is a live look at Route 100 at Route 113 and Route 100 at the Route 30 bypass in Chester County. Now, both intersections are known for getting flooded during heavy rainfall, but as Sue says, we're still not seeing much reports yet. But as you can see, there is ponding already building up in that area, so please drive safe and avoid any frequently flooded areas. And for commuters in Jersey, heads up for a crash on I-295 southbound at Route 45 in West Effort Township. The left lane is blocked there. Ay, Thomas, I think you and I kind of just missed all of that right before we came into work.
Early morning hours started around 5 a.m. this morning. It's coming down quickly, so take it slow, Jackie. Keep an eye out for us.
All right, just issued by the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm warning. You see it covers part of Cumberland, Camden County, Atlantic County, including Mays Landing, Vineland there included, Winslow, until 6:30 for the possibility of some of these storms have 60-mile-an-hour winds, and that could cause some trees to come down and branches and some damage, as well as the severe thunderstorm watch, which continues for South Jersey and all of Delaware until about 8 o'clock this morning. So you can see just all this lightning starting to move through New Jersey and now central Delaware. It looks like Dover, you're starting to get the first of those heavy downpours in Kent County in Delaware. And again, we mentioned Cumberland County. The heaviest of the rain seems to be coming through Pittsgrove right now. And Center Grove, you're about to get that heavy rain. Millville, stand by because it's headed your way as well. There's Hartley, and you know, the Delaware State Fair starts today a little further south from here. So I think they're going to get that soaking rain this morning. Hopefully it'll be finished by the time all the action begins. And that is Millville, New Jersey, getting this thunderstorm at around 5:47, 6:17 in Egg Harbor, Atlantic City at 6:33. In Lewis, Delaware, you're probably going to get that heavy rain around 6:42 and 7:03 in Ocean View, a little further south there near Bethany Beach. So that's what we're predicting for this morning. But even after the thunderstorms leave, you're still going to get rain because it's still raining here in Old City with 68 degrees as our current temperature. I think we'll get into the mid-80s today. We will see some sunshine, but we will also see, at least for some of us, some storms popping up, let's say between noon and 3 p.m. But after that, it looks like we're dry. Look how beautiful the weekend is. Sunny and dry, 86 degrees, low humidity on Saturday. We're a little bit warmer on Sunday, but I think we'll still see that low humidity. So after the weekend, things really start to warm up. We could be starting a heat wave on Wednesday of next week that could continue maybe through the end of the month. So a couple more hours of this thunderstorm activity, Thomas, and then we may not be completely finished with rain until a little later on this afternoon and evening. It'll be worth the wait. If you're getting rain at your house, this is a little unbelievable. Atlantic City, New Jersey, sunshine and a very calm ocean, but look what's headed your way. We've got some rain, lots of thunderstorms coming as well. We have a few severe thunderstorm watches and warnings out for the area, but there's a lot of lightning, heavy downpours, and in some cases, high winds. We've seen wind reports as high as 60 miles an hour with some of these storms. They're moving from northwest to southeast. So if you're in Atlantic City, you'll be getting that rain within the hour, maybe within an hour and a half. Same for southern Delaware, and we'll track it all for you throughout the rest of the morning. Alex and Thomas will be joining us as Good Day Philadelphia continues. There's rainy Philadelphia right now.
Also ahead this morning, we're tracking severe storms moving through the area. We're talking heavy downpours, flash flooding, and high winds. You can see on ultimate Doppler radar right there. Sue has the latest on the timing of this latest system in just a moment.
Yes, we made it to Friday, but my goodness, Sue, I thought this weekend was going to be dry. Are we getting it all out the way?
Well, if you count Friday morning as part of the weekend, then no. But if you count Saturday and Sunday as the weekend, dry. We just got to get this mess out of the way first. And we have lots of thunder and lightning, especially east and south of Philadelphia down through Delaware and southern New Jersey. That's where we still have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. We have heavy downpours headed toward Millville and Dover, Delaware as we get started on this Friday morning. Lots of rain. It is moving quickly, but we are getting reports, as we said earlier, of 60-mile-an-hour winds. There's Dover with a heavy downpour right now. This is Harrington. Delaware State Fair started yesterday. Huge event, and they're about to get some rain this morning, so hopefully it'll be out of the way for folks to enjoy their day. We've got Egg Harbor getting this rain at 6:17, Atlantic City at 6:30-ish, and Lewis, Delaware, 6:42, about 7 o'clock in Ocean View, which is right near Bethany Beach. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect from Mays Landing up through Winslow and Vineland, those parts of Atlantic and Cumberland counties, and severe thunderstorm watch, as we said, until 8 o'clock this morning for southern New Jersey and all of Delaware. 68 degrees, and it's still raining in Old City, not as hard as it was, but pretty steadily. And watch out for more pop-up thunderstorms this afternoon, probably in the early afternoon, if you get one, when it's about 79 or 80 degrees. And after that, it looks pretty good. So some sunshine, but those pop-up storms in the afternoon. But look at the weekend. There's your payoff. Sunny and dry on Saturday and on Sunday with a seasonable high temperature of 88 degrees. All right, back to the roads on this messy Friday morning. Jackie, lots of challenges for commuters today.
Yes, emphasis on messy, Sue, for sure. We are still following this spin-out crash involving a box truck. This is on the Schuylkill eastbound between the Blue Route and Conshohocken Curve. The far right shoulder you can see is getting by, just squeezing there. Delays are jamming back towards the Gulf Mill exit at this point, so please, you guys, watch for ponding and slick roadways. Again, no reports of flooding, but still, it's pretty wet out there, so just take your time. A live look at the Ben Franklin Franklin Bridge with gray skies overlooking the city. Obviously, there's still rain. No speed restrictions or incidents to report here. However, keep in mind that this Sunday, the bridge will be closed to traffic for the Bend to the Shore Charity Bike Tour. This is from 6:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. It's a pretty good cause, you guys. This camera now showing Route 1 at Creek Road in Chadsford has puddles and patches right there at that intersection, but just a bit further south on Route 1 between Route 82 and PennDOT Stockpile Road in Kennett Square, a downed tree is causing a roadblock there. You're going to see more storm damage during the drive as the morning continues. Alex and Thomas, at least we're getting sun this weekend.
If you're gonna let me down gently. Don't pretend that you don't want me out loving water under the bridge.
Yeah, it's wet at King of Prussia and just about everywhere else as the rain continues to move from northwest to southeast. Haven't gotten it yet at the shore or in southern Delaware, but it's all headed your way. Now, as far as travel is concerned, there's our travel forecast sponsored by Valley Forge Tourism. Anywhere you're going up and down the I-95 corridor, we're not finished with rain and thunderstorms just yet. And look at the high temperature in Raleigh, North Carolina, 94 degrees, 90 in Richmond, close to it in Washington, D.C., upper 70s in Boston and New York City, with a chance of more pop-up thunderstorms later on in the day. As far as Saturday and Sunday, though, travel looks really good in our part of the country because of the high and dry weather forecast. Maybe if you're out around Cleveland on Sunday afternoon, you might have some problems if you're flying in or out of there. But all in all, travel for Saturday and Sunday looks pretty good. Not so much this morning. You might run into some of these really heavy downpours as you're traveling through the area. It looks like they've left the Lehigh Valley, the rain, and Lancaster County. But let's zoom in and see where some of the heavy downpours are. It looks like from Millville southward in Cumberland County, New Jersey, and then across the Delaware Bay down into central Delaware. As far as the chance of rain for the rest of the day, you can see it spikes a little bit in early afternoon and then goes down dramatically for the rest of the day and the rest of the weekend. Same story for the Jersey Shore. We see a spike in the early and maybe even late afternoon for Atlantic City, and in the Pocono Mountains, the chance is there, but it's less. But we could still see pop-up thunderstorms even after this round of rain is over. Where it's raining, we're seeing reduced visibility, so that'll slow you down as well. 1.5 miles in Millville. Right now, the temperature is in the upper 60s just about everywhere, headed to the mid-80s, depending on how much sunshine we get, but still keep an eye to the sky for pop-up showers and thunderstorms. The weekend looks ideal for middle of middle of July. It's not going to feel like January. 86 on Saturday, 88 on Sunday, upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. And we could be starting a heat wave Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So we told you on Monday, Alex and Thomas, that it was going to be a good weekend. And darn if it isn't coming true.
You're almost freezing us out with January.
Did I really say that?
Christmas in July, that's what you were thinking. Sue,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you, darling.
6:17.
Let's get an update on this weather because it's been an active morning already.
Sure has. Yeah, radar telling the tale. We took the lightning off just so you can see the heavy, heavy rain. Anywhere you see dark orange or red, that's where the rain is falling heavily. Where you see this, we're looking at the loop here. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Atlantic, Cumberland, and Cape May counties until 7 o'clock this morning. We're timing it all with you and tracking it all with you, and we'll continue doing so after this.
It is coming down. We're tracking severe storms moving in right now. Heavy downpours. We're talking flash flooding, high winds as well. You can see from ultimate Doppler radar right there. We're also driving through Chester County. The windshield wipers are going. Sue has the latest on the timing of this system. Once again, here we go. It's kind of a repeat.
I'm fine with it as long as it moves out and gives us our Saturday and Sunday with no rain, Sue.
We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Not that I have any say in it, but I will be able to give you what you want, I'm pretty sure. By this evening, we'll be in that dry weather pattern that will last throughout the weekend, but not yet. Oh no, there's plenty of lightning and thunder still coming through our area, along with heavy downpours, as you can see once we take that lightning layer off. And the heaviest rain seems to be from Atlantic County all the way down through Kent County in Delaware, and the heavy rain getting ready to enter Sussex County. And eventually, if you're at the Jersey Shore or the Delaware beaches, you'll be getting that get heavy rain. So enjoy the little sliver of sunshine while it's here. You can see south of Millville, New Jersey, we're seeing heavy rain. And around the home of the Delaware State Fair, heavy downpour right now in Harrington, but and the fair is going on right now. It started yesterday. That'll be gone hopefully by the time things get underway. Anyway, Egg Harbor, you're getting the storm at about 6:38. Atlantic City closer to 7 o'clock. Same for Lewis, Delaware, and Ocean Pines in Maryland, and Ocean City in Maryland at around 7:30 this morning. There's your severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 7 o'clock for parts of Atlantic, Cape May, and Cumberland counties in New Jersey. And we've lifted the severe thunderstorm watch for parts of New Jersey closer to Philadelphia, but near the shore and down in southern Delaware, we still have a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 o'clock this morning. That's when we expect the worst of it. It's close to 70 degrees in Philadelphia right now. And yes, we have chance of more pop-up thunderstorms, I would say lunchtime through about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Then we're done through the weekend. We'll have more in the 7-day forecast coming up. Let's check in with Jackie Jewell on those wet roadways this morning.
Oh, yeah, Sue, just a whole mess out there. That earlier crash actually on the Schuylkill eastbound involving a spin-out minivan and a tractor trailer near the Conshohocken curve has moved over to the shoulder. This is what our photographer Tom Beck had took a little bit earlier this morning for us, just to give you an idea of what that looked like and the delays that it has caused. This was both lanes were earlier closed to commuters, but the roads are still slick and residual delays remain in effect, jamming back to Route 202 still at this point. Now, wet roads and patches of puddles in Delaware County are causing some problems on I-95. Watch for a crash southbound between Ridley Park and the Blue Route exit. Mass transit riders, the light rail services is currently suspended. This is between Walter Rand Transportation Center and Waterfront Entertainment Center due to flooding. So now we're getting reports of flooding in Camden. And a live look at Route 42 at I-295 in Belmar, New Jersey. Fortunately, no incidents to report there, but volume is picking up. And of course, you guys, that rain is still in effect. But like Alex said, we're going to have that sunny weekend.
So there's a positive in it.
Yeah,
All right, Jackie.
exactly.
Yeah, really a messy start to the day. This is unfortunate timing with all of these thunderstorms moving through because it's right in the heart of the morning commute. And it's still continuing. The rain is even continuing even after the thunderstorms move through. And that's the case here in Philadelphia, in Chester County, and parts of Montgomery County as well. But we'll focus on where it's the worst. Look at these lightning strikes in the 200 lightning strike range, where we have that box right there to show you where the storms are at their worst. Moving through Atlantic County right now, all the way through Cumberland, now entering Cape May County, through Kent County, Delaware, entering Sussex County. So wherever you see dark red, that is where it's raining the hardest, from Route 30 all the way down through, as we said, Cape May County, Milford, Delaware. You're getting that one concentrated heavy downpour. Of course, we've been talking about Harrington, home of the State Fair in Delaware, getting some rain right now. In Cape May, you'll get this thunderstorm at about 10 of 7, which is moments from now. Georgetown, not too long after that. Millsboro at 7:08, 7:25 in St. Martin, and Ocean Pines in Maryland, 7:29. You get that thunderstorm, and the severe thunderstorm warning continues for this area of Atlantic, Cape May, and Cumberland counties until 7 o'clock, I should say, this morning. The severe thunderstorm watch continues until 8 a.m. for southern New Jersey and all of Delaware. Our temperature in Philadelphia is close to 70 degrees. The winds have calmed down a lot since the thunderstorms came through, but it is still raining. And guess what? We're going to have some more thunderstorms, a few popping up, maybe about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So keep an eye to the sky. Make sure your weather app is updated on your phone. The FOX29 weather app, of course. 85 degrees today and a nice weekend. The forecast really holding up for low humidity, especially on Saturday in the mid-80s and in the seasonable upper 80s on Sunday. We do see quite the warm-up by the end of the week and maybe the beginning of a heat wave as we head into the end of the month. So a few storms down the shore today, but a gorgeous weekend with temperatures in the 80s at the beach, a low risk of rip currents, and the ocean water temperature, a little upwelling there. It's in the upper 60s down at the Jersey shore. Have fun.
We'll take it. Thanks, Sue.
It's July 21st. We're not going to let this weather dampen our spirits because it's going to clear out.
Well, let's find out when it's going to be clearing out. Sue Serio.
Just dampening the ground, not our spirits. That's right. We've got a new area for the severe thunderstorm warning. It's been expanded a bit, and it now includes Atlantic City, Port Republic, Estelle Manor, Woodbine, Strathmere. So it encompasses parts of Atlantic, Cape May, and Cumberland counties until 7:15 is when the severe weather is expected to hit the Jersey Shore. Right after sunrise, it was beautiful down the shore. Not anymore. In fact, we're seeing 200 lightning strikes all in this loop right here. Look at how things have changed. About an hour ago, we were looking at bright sunshine, and those are the dark clouds associated with those thunderstorms right over. That looks so menacing, doesn't it? Over Ocean City, New Jersey, and the boardwalk there. So that's what's headed our way right now. Now, these storms are moving at a rate around 20 miles an hour. So they won't be with us for long, but they're dumping a lot of rain. And we have had reports in some of these thunderstorms of winds as high as 60 miles an hour. And that can produce damaging conditions. Egg Harbor, you've got a heavy downpour right now. Corbin City down around Dennis. And then in Delaware, those heavier downpours are starting to move into Sussex County and eventually headed toward the Delaware beaches. In fact, by 7:30 in Bethany Beach, you'll be getting that thunderstorm. So it's still wet here in Old City, still raining, but just not as hard as it was. 68 degrees is our current temperature in the city. Our pal Bus Stop Buddy is with us. He's got the gray skies above and the umbrella, which we will need this morning and maybe a little later on as well, because we do see the chance of pop-up thunderstorms later on in the afternoon. Not everybody will get one, but the chance is there. And here's the first 3 days of the 7-day forecast, and that includes the weekend, which looks pretty darn good. We'll have more coming up. Let's check in with Jackie Jewell right now, because lots to watch on the roadways this morning. Lots of problems already.
You know what, Sue? I agree. And I kind of actually feel bad for Bucks County at the moment, even though I know you said the storm is still headed out towards the Jersey Shore. But it is starting to see more debris and storm damage as the morning rush continues. Route 32 is closed in both directions for a downed tree between Cafferty Road and Smithtown Road. Exit off at Cafferty Road as your alternate route there. Also in Bucks County, flooding Upper Makefield as all lanes close on Route 532 in both directions between Darlington Road and Taylorsville Road. This has been ongoing on and off since the last weekend with all that storm damage. Now you can take River Road to Woodside Road as an alternate there. Mass Transit is experiencing delays on SEPTA Regional Rails, PACO, and New Jersey Transit. Keep in mind, due to flooding in Camden, the River Light Rail line is currently suspended in both directions between the Walter Rand Transportation and Waterfront Entertainment Center. And a live look at the Ben Franklin Bridge. No speed restrictions or incidents to report there. However, keep in mind that this Sunday the bridge will be closed. That's to traffic for the Ben to the Shore charity bike tour from 6:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. So hopefully, Karen and Alex, that doesn't change your weekend's plans if you guys want to go to the shore.
Okay, we need to check on this weather because I'm nervous because it's raining now, but it's supposed to be a clear weekend.
Get it clear, Sue Serio. Don't you believe me?
Of course.
Of course you do. Yeah, we've just extended our severe thunderstorm warning actually until 8 o'clock. It still includes Atlantic City, and it goes northward up toward Mystic Island and other parts of Ocean County. So the threat for severe weather, what does that mean? It means high winds, heavy rains, and that is happening right now. We've got the watch continuing until 8 o'clock as well, and you can see all that lightning moving into Atlantic County, Ocean County, down through Cape May County, and yep, Sussex County and Delaware as well. So all these places getting not only the thunder and lightning, but the heavy rain. And it looks like things are slowing up in Wilmington, Delaware. The rain's starting to move out of Philadelphia. So even after the thunderstorms pass, we do see some lingering showers. So this is with us for the next little while. But if you're up in the mountains, you're in the Lehigh Valley, you're not seeing anything going on. Look at all these heavy downpours from Mystic Island up through Galloway, through Atlantic City, down through Upper Township, Middle Township, and Cape May in Cape May County, and a few heavy downpours, as we said, in Sussex County. The real heavy stuff hasn't reached all of our Delaware beaches yet, but you're getting the rain in Lewis right now. In Philadelphia right now, it's 69 degrees and easterly wind coming in off the ocean at the moment. Plan on sunshine returning eventually, temperatures rising into the mid-80s. We cannot rule out a pop-up thunderstorm later on in the day. But look at the weekend. Sunny and dry on Saturday, sunny and warmer on Sunday. Now, as we head into next week, after that beautiful weekend with a seasonable high temperature on Sunday, because the normal high is 88, we get the chance of a thunderstorm. I should say of a heat wave. That's what I'm talking about for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. That should be the beginning of heat wave number 2 of 2023. Lots of numbers there.
All right, we'll discuss all of that. So, Sue, some people, maybe I might have heard of, might be going down the shore. Can we figure out when it might be clearing down there?
First, I got to tell you about this, just popped up. It's a tornado warning for Delaware. The Delaware beaches, we're talking until 7:45, so we got 15 minutes of this with conditions pretty ripe for a tornado to form. So if you know somebody who's in Fenwick Island, let's say Dewey Beach, Bethany Beach, up to Ocean View, we do even see as far as Lewis, Delaware. These are some of the places, including in a tornado warning. Take cover, get to a low-lying area or an area without windows for just this portion of Delaware, and we'll see how that all plays out. A severe thunderstorm warning to the north of us, to the north of that area, I should say, around Atlantic City and parts of Burlington and Ocean counties. And these are the thunderstorms that are rumbling through. And whenever you have thunderstorms, there's always a possibility of a tornado popping up, and you can see the cluster of lightning and all that thunder down there in southern Delaware. But it's parts of South Jersey as well. I'm going to zoom into that area, and you see very heavy rain around Millsboro, and then the rain has yet to reach some of that heavy rain, the beach areas, but it will be there very, very soon. From Avalon to Sea Isle City, it's raining very heavily. And look at this time lapse of Ocean City, New Jersey. This is about a half an hour's worth from 6:40 till about 7:15. Again, those dark clouds moving in. We had sunshine, and then it was quickly replaced by the dark clouds, and you can see how heavy that rain is in parts of the Jersey Shore. Here in Old City, it's 69 degrees, and our heavy rain has passed, and we'll be seeing some sunshine soon, and that's how weird it is with weather once those thunderstorms go away. An isolated thunderstorm isn't out of the question this afternoon, but generally we'll see high in the mid-80s and some sunshine, and there's your beautiful weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up. Let's check in with Jackie Jewell right now with wet roadways everywhere.
Oh, yeah, Sue. I was telling our executive producer, Vince, that he just needs to stand behind me and nod his head to reassure you all. It's a miserable commute this morning with the rainfall, add in road work into the mix, and you got plenty of backup delays. One lane getting on by on 995 southbound between Cottman Avenue and Bridge Street. Expect an additional 20 to 25 minutes to your current drive times. Just because the rain is moving out doesn't mean we still don't have ponding and slick roadways. A spin-out crash, this has been happening numerous times on the Blue Route northbound near the Norristown exit, had caused some lane restrictions earlier. It has since moved over to the shoulder, but residual delays still remain. And Jersey drivers watch for flooding in the Belmar area right at Route 42 southbound at I-295 heading away from the Walt Whitman Bridge. A few tips to help you out this morning. Try to maintain a safe distance to the vehicle in front of you, windshield wipers on, and avoid heavy braking. Karen and Alex, right back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Jackie. We appreciate it.
7:46, that tornado warning we showed you briefly from Sussex County, Delaware, has been lifted, and a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 8 o'clock. The area has been narrowed to parts of Ocean County. Still see plenty of lightning on radar, but a lot of this is starting to move into the ocean. Not all of it, though. In fact, as we go down to our south and we see very heavy rain in the area we were just looking at as a possible tornado area, but we don't really see a lot of rotation showing up. We do see, though, heavy downpours from Lewis all the way down through Bethany Beach and Dewey Beach. Now, as we move a little further north, you can see the heavy rain moved off the coast around Strathmere and Ocean City, but it's still raining pretty heavily in Beach Haven and up in Stratford and other places in Ocean County. So it's not gone yet, but this is a live look at Delaware, and you can see the sun is shining. Wilmington, Delaware, to be specific, not the places we were just looking at on radar. 69 degrees right now in the city of Philadelphia, and we do expect a mix of sun and clouds throughout the rest of the day. We can't rule out a pop-up thunderstorm later on in the afternoon, but it's looking less and less likely for the Philadelphia area. Maybe down the shore you might see a pop-up later on, but that's today. today. Look at tomorrow, sunny and dry, 86 degrees and 88 on Sunday. So that's a normal high temperature for this time of year. There's your weekend. There are the few storms that might still happen. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Phillies play the Baltimore Orioles, and we've got decent weather, hot weather for all 3 days. And on Wednesday, we may be starting a heat wave with that high of 90 degrees, mid-90s for Thursday, a very hot day. Your weekend down the shore, yep, a few storms today, but then once they're out of here, we have a gorgeous weekend with mid-80s on the beach, ocean water temperature in the upper 60s to around 70, and a low risk of rip currents once the storms are out of here. And there's your 10-day trend with the possibility of heat wave number 2 of 2023 happening all the way from middle of next week through the end of the month. We'll see how that plays out, but it looks like it might be safe to say, guys, that the worst is over for this morning.